Okay. So what I'm going to talk to you is about Blackops Underground Marketing, which is the community that I enrolled in when I started this online marketing journey. Honestly, if it wasn't for being in this group so early on in my career, I would be experiencing so much pain, the same pain that most people do experience now. Especially as so many people have been in much longer than me, because I found this community, which essentially, as you can see there, is a community. Look at this. Look how many people are on the calls at the same time, but not just on a big call, on a small scale as well. So can you see the difference in level of connection that me and you might have right now compared to when we're just typing, compared to when we're just, on posts and comments? This is a real thing, right? Just because we're on our laptops and online doesn't mean we can't have a proper connection, right? I really love this online world. It really does build good connections. So the way I describe Black Ops is underground marketing. The reason why it's called underground is because, first of all, they're led by millionaire mentors, which I'm going to go into, but they teach us the seven-figure earner formula, right? What do the top income earners do? They actually do that. They've done that. And they're teaching this to us, which unfortunately most top income earners don't actually teach, right? So just that's why it's called underground, because they don't really teach it so publicly, just the people within the community. And ultimately, honestly, like what I would describe this industry as I said it from the beginning, this is really about stepping into your personal power and stepping into your leadership. As a marketer, that's your role, to become that leader. And this is something that really helps you step into your leadership, such that you can actually not just know how to do things, but actually be doing things as well. So just a bit there. Okay, I just want to say before going into this, just want to let you have a chance just to hear a bit more about me, because obviously, first of all, thank you so much for coming and attending this training and webinar and listening to the kind of value that I want to share with you. But just to give you a bit more idea of the source of where this is all coming from as well. Like I said, I was working a corporate job as well last year, and I actually started this new kind of looking for something new, right? So I actually was in network marketing, right? And I wasn't in there for too long, right? Luckily, because I found Black Ops, that's why I left network marketing from the way that I was doing it and the way I was being trained. Because when I was doing it, I was getting rejection by all my friends and family. I was literally, yeah, it wasn't a rejection. It was not just like, yeah, no, thanks. It was literally like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing? And I didn't understand back then. They're not my target market, but the network marketing companies, they would all tell us, go out and make a list of your top 200 and go find the people that are in your actual reality lives. You have to harass them and get on the phones with them and invite them to places where they don't want to be. Honestly, it was just really, really badly set up doing it that way. Not just that, I've told you so much training already from the beginning slides of what not to do. That's exactly what I was doing in that company. You know, one example, which is so bad, like this is a real thing that happened. I had a text message set up, written by my upline, and it said, hey there, I've started a new business. Please wish me good luck, and something like that. So I created this curiosity kind of text and post. And I've had to send that to my entire phone book. It was literally the announcement, right? Announcement of some sort. And I just did not know how to deal with this when all the messages came back, because everyone was so happy for me as a friend, but they didn't know what I was up to, right? I didn't take the network marketing. Anyway, like, I had all these messages come back, and I had to turn this conversation into them being happy for me to like them try. I had to try and invite them to these presentations and say, oh, would you like to learn more about what I do? Like, it's just not right. I don't want to talk in business that way. Business, just go to the people who actually want what you have to offer, who are actually already looking for what you have to offer, right? That's the way you really want to do it. But anyway, you know, where are we here? What my life might be like, yeah. I would definitely still be in my corporate job because I wouldn't have had that out in terms of this strategy. This strategy has helped me. Yes, for example, and $1,000 commissions, but honestly, just having the roadmap, just having the knowledge that, okay, there's something out there, I can do this. And there's real things involved that will make sure I can do this as well. But it gave me the power to actually do the action, because without the action, you don't get the results, right? So having knowledge is huge power. Having support is huge power. It makes you want to take the actions and it makes you do the things you want to do. So that's why I got into this millionaire mentoring community, and I just got so much more out of it than actually what I was thinking of in the first place. And you know what my future looks like now? Like I've really been embracing the stepping into leadership role. Again, 12, 14 months before, I wasn't here, right? I was nowhere near someone who could speak on stage, someone who could do webinars, someone who could lead other people, and them choose me to help them with their lives. Like it's amazing, right? So now it's like a regular thing for me. I'm helping people a lot, doing lots of one-to-one calls with them as well. I'm really concentrating on this whole, you know, affiliate marketing things. I really believe it with a passion that this is the bridge between not being an entrepreneur and being a full-time entrepreneur doing your own thing. The marketing and all that involved is everything. So we got that. I just want to talk about just checking the time right now because I know it's gone a little bit over. Okay. So I just want to talk to you about some of the results that people get from being within this kind of community. And obviously these are massive numbers. Don't be put off by them. They are real stuff. So it's so real that we've actually got one of them with us on the Zoom call right now. So I want to let him have a chance to speak to you about this as well. But this is real stuff, okay? I used to look at these numbers when I was shown these kind of figures and I thought get rich quick, right? I thought there's no such thing as earning $20,000 in your first month. There's no such thing as going into this thing and then just earning 100K in your first year, right? But that's because our standards are set so low. I don't believe in get rich quick, but I do believe in take massive action quick. And, you know, to be honest, like when I first joined it, I wasn't of understanding, but once I got in, I really started to understand why, especially when you can you can earn $1,000 in a single day. That's the power of this sort of stuff, which, you know, is possible because we live in this internet age, which makes marketing a lot easier. And I just want to give you a quick background. You know, again, they're not like experts when they started. They're not like, you know, high flyers when they started. Obviously, Samuel, you're here on the call right now. I'm going to give you a chance to speak as well. We'll start with Samuel at that point rather than now. But for example, Jennifer and Jose, they're a couple. They have 5 or 6 kids. And before they got into this Blackops community, they actually were at a point where they had no water in their house, right? They were literally on the lowest of the lows. But they had that leadership mindset and they chose to go into this for a reason, which you're going to understand yourself when we talk more about this. But they actually became full-time entrepreneurs. They do their own social media agency right now. And look at that, 100K in 12 months from being a point with no water or hot water. That's a massive, massive achievement. So that's just one example. You got Billy and Elias as well, 140K in 12 months before joining this community. He used to be one of those. He was already into marketing, but he just couldn't do it. And he was spending all his money on paid ads and upgrading to high ticket programs. There was at a point he lost all his money. He was washing cars. He was washing cars before this 12 months just to earn himself a living, right? And he's a father. It's a family. So imagine the pain of going through that. And then all of a sudden, 140K in 12 months. Again, real story. Darlene Savage as well. Again, when we talk about stepping into your leadership and power, she's a great example of that. But again, she didn't start off with these massive figures in her bank. So someone who was living off her credit cards, right? So you can see here examples, real examples of people who've been at the lows. It just shows what is possible, right? When you actually do come across something that fully works, especially if you're shown and helped the same way. And I'm going to mention over here, this would not have all been possible. It's only possible because of our mentors. So Black Ops Underground Marketing is a community. It's a community that was founded by essentially 2 millionaire mentors. Their names are Darren Little and Ari Markaby, and they are real serial entrepreneurs, right? There's a lot of people out there who call themselves a mentor, and I'll be honest, maybe talk about it after this presentation, but I myself also called myself a mentor at one point until I learned it's a privilege to be called a mentor. There's a reason why you should be called a mentor as well. So they've actually earned 7 and 8 figure years in their history. So come from a lot of experience, and like I said, they share these 7-figure strategies with us that actually work, that most don't share. So again, big numbers, but Darren's results, 108,000 in 30 days. I think I want to learn of someone like him. And he does show this to us as well. He's really documented the whole journey at 30 days. Quite incredible. And I just want to show you, like, I have had real experience with Darren as well. So it shows you they're not just high figure earners who are out there and they just provide value in this high level form. They actually spend time with you. They spend time with me, right? So I was on a webinar once with Darren where we're part of some other opportunity at the same time. I'm going to go into how we do multiple income streams later. But I was part of his webinar crew because I was a guest on his panel for being a successful student. I think I had $6,000 week in that week by making some high ticket sales in another franchise. But to be called on the panel with him, I was like, this is what it's about, being a student. So helping him, help the community, help more people. And here we are having an actual millionaire mentoring session where you're going to find out it's not just about the how-tos of marketing, it's so much about that personal power. Like, I can't explain it in words until you experience it for yourself. So we actually apply what we learn in Blackops, right? Blackops is the community. It's got training, but it's a community of people by the mentors to any product, to any business, and to any niche. This was why I was really excited about Blackops. It wasn't just going to fixate me into one particular thing like my network marketing company was doing. I had these transferable skills, learnings that can apply to any product, any niche, any business. We are guided also on what products to promote. So for example, if you're new to this kind of online marketing world, learning what's possible, you might not have any clue what's a good product out there to promote. But having millionaire mentors and teaching the 7-figure formula is essentially teaching you and guiding you exactly what they did to get to where they are, step by step. So we're actually, for example, you know how I said I'm making $1,000 days? I'm working with a product. This is just reading from the bottom line here. I'm working with a product that is proven. It's got mass market product appeal, which means it's in high demand because it solves the pain of the industry, right? The two main areas of the industry, development and marketing strategies. And the product that I'm affiliated with has lots of information and content and training on those two things, which is what we use as well. We implement it to actually help us in our marketing. And it pays $1,000 instant commissions, right? There's so many companies where you get paid at the end of the month, or sometimes you don't get paid, right? But this one is where you actually guarantee you get paid. So obviously, you know, Darren and Ari, knowing what's best for us, they've chosen these kind of things for us. We didn't know about these ourselves. So it's actually brilliant to just follow a proven formula. And that's what I mean. We start with a product that we actually promote. It's called Extus Elite. But I'm not going to go too much into that because I know what you're more interested in, which is the actual stuff that I know is going to help you solve your problems more. So if we just review, you know, what are some of the main problems and pain points in our industry that people face, right? Typically, again, it's shown to us from our mentors. If we can solve these problems, we have got a lot of business, right? And that's exactly what happens. So hate having to harass their friends and families. I could totally relate to that. I talked about that in my experience in network marketing. They can't deal with rejection, right? I said that earlier, it's a very deep thing. It really is. And it really stops people continuing the journey, right? Because all you have to do is just carry on and ask the next person. You don't know when someone's going to say yes, but they do if you just carry on. And as obviously I've mentioned how that happened with one of my prospects when I showed him a rejection value video, right? It had that big opening. They don't know how to generate quality and qualified leads. This is very important because if you don't know that, then you're going to the wrong people all the time, or you're spending more time with the wrong people, like I talked about the earlier slides. So very important now to generate those leads. They don't know how to recruit, close, upsell, right? So once you got the leads, what do you do with them, right? You want to eventually convert them in terms of you want to get them to the end of all your value chain because you want them to have the best value. So that's obviously what monetizes, and that's the most important thing where people can't actually achieve that. No money, can't achieve team duplication. You know, this is also really important in affiliate marketing as well as MLM and network marketing. But if you're the only one achieving results, how are you going to show others, hey, you can achieve the same thing, right? Obviously you can, but if you're constantly earning money and no one else around you is earning money, then it doesn't look good on you as much, even if you might not be doing anything wrong, right? Something is indicative that there could be something better. And when people see that you're the only one getting results, then they don't have as much of an impact to actually want to join with you. It was going to be much powerful if you have someone who's getting their teams, helping their teams get results as well. So one last thing, no money to fund their marketing campaigns. So I did mention this is all with free strategies, right? You don't want to do free forever. I mean, you can do, but why not leverage social media with all these paid advertisements things? Once you've got results and credibility, wouldn't it be great to have the paid advertising working for you then as well? Because then you can actually find these people much quicker. So, but you don't need to go into your own pocket to do that. You use other people's money. How do you use people's money? Because you're going to earn money for free by not spending on marketing advertising and just making sales on Facebook. And they can't afford high ticket products. So typically, if you do want to earn 6 figures a year, it's not possible. You can't keep doing $1,000 days, $1,000 days for a whole 365 days a year. You've got to get to some point where you can do 5,000, 10,000. But anyway, that comes much more at the end level. But again, it's very real, very possible of making commissions in this industry. But here's the key, which isn't as much pointed out, and they're not as much aware of it. I'm just gonna put someone on mute because I can hear something. Someone's on mute. Okay, cool. Here we go. I'm back again. Share screen. Yes, they also lack leadership. Where do they lack leadership? Within themselves, especially. You know, if they can't lead themselves, if they can't continue to take action, if they don't be responsible, if they don't make themselves accountable to doing the work, to implementation, to leading others, that's a big problem, right? This doesn't work without leadership. But also leadership from the outside. It's very, very hard to do this industry on your own, guys. You really, really want to have people around you who you can grow towards, but also people who are willing to help you, people who actually show you the way, right? So, for example, if you don't have a mentor, it's very difficult, right? A lot of people, most successful people have a mentor, right? And especially a good mentor, right? A lot of people sometimes have mentors, but they don't really help them such that they actually get the results, or such that they've done everything they can to help them get the results. So that's probably one of the biggest problems, I would say, actually, the lacking of leadership. And, you know, obviously having the knowledge of how to do the above kind of pain points, that would help a lot with taking action. So you got that. So now that you understand the problems that actually go on in the industry, right? Maybe you experienced them yourselves. Most likely you would have, because if you didn't, then you wouldn't be here. There's certain things that are required to get to this point of earning the kind of money you want to make. And it comes from solving those kind of problems that we mentioned above. So what if we were to give you the 7-figure formula that we have again learned from our millionaire mentors who've done this for 30 years, and the formula hasn't changed, right? This is what's so cool about it. It's so timeless. It just works all the time and it keeps it simple. But what if we gave you the 7-figure formula to build a business without ever harassing your friends and family? To how to never get rejected ever again. How to generate unlimited leads using social media without paid traffic. So leads, remember, qualified leads. How to recruit new reps into any business in 6 to 45 minutes. That's a real thing, where you can actually start the conversation and within 6 to 45 minutes, you've got them watching a video and their mind has already said yes. How to get explosive team duplication and incoming inquiries by mastering attraction marketing. That is the name of the game. This is the skill of the game, to actually get people to come to you, and the right people again to come to you. And if you can do that and you can teach that to others, you got a very good leadership team there of action takers and people who are actually going to get results. And that's what we want. End of the day, we want results. So I'm going to move on to letting you know, what does that formula involve? And remember, this is for any platform. We typically apply it a lot for Facebook, but the point is the formula you know about, it works for everything, any business, any niche as well. So it will involve content and lead generation, right? What to post, when to post, how much to post, variety of type of things you can post, because people get bored of hearing the same thing all the time, right? And especially when you're so tempted to want to bring in your product, your promotion, it's very important that you can keep to a certain way that people stay interested in you. And when the time is right, you know when to pop out your offer. Personal branding is very, very important. You know, to really stand out, you've got to brand out. And personal branding, yes, it's a lot about appearance as well, especially on a platform like Facebook. But this is what's going to help you stand out, and what they actually help give you that formula to help you stand out like that. To actually finding an audience, right? Remember doing this for free. So how are you going to find these people for free? The right people, right? The people are actually interested and actually the ones with the pain. The actual networking side, right? Prospecting and qualifying, right? This is just the networking, remember, we're not selling, just the actual prospecting, qualifying. How to actually find the people at the pain, but also to extract their real pain. So you can use it as leverage and actually get into conversations about your business. The recruiting and selling, if you were to be given an actual script, that honestly does not change, right? I know people say you don't have scripts, but if it works, why would you not use it? Use it countless times. This is what gets people in. Anything else, it can push people away. So really handy when you have an exact formula to follow to actually get people into those conversations, watching those videos and looking at your opportunities. And literally it's a formula, right? So it's numbers, right? It's a numbers game, business in general, but a formula is about hitting the numbers. And if you can be 100% coachable such that you hit every action step, the results will come as long as you take the action. If you don't take the action, the results won't come. But if you know what the numbers are, because again, it's tried and tested, you don't have to overdo it. You just have to stick to the numbers. And if you can meet those numbers, you feel good, you feel trusting. As long as I do this, good things will come. That's the kind of situation you really want to be in, because it's so hard to figure out on your own. And it takes a long time to figure it out as well. So if you hit the numbers on exact step-by-step coachable formula from 30 years worth of experience to guarantee results, my millionaire mentors typically say, if you can be coachable, 100% coachable, take the massive action, follow the formula within 30 to 90 days, right? I had this skeptic as well when it was, thinking about get rich quick as well, but 30 to 90 days, you can actually leave your full-time job. Imagine that. 30 to 90 days. Would you take a chance on that? Would you want to give that a go just to see if it's true? Would you want to do that? If that's something you want, definitely want to pay close attention. And obviously having accountability with around you. So it's not just having mentors to help you, it's the people around you as well. And that could be in groups and in chats. So just that on its own, which is like a training platform, where it's got all kinds of training videos, not all actually, very simple, just a few, because again, it's simple. And having the groups and all that, that's $3,000 worth of value, because that's literally giving you the secrets of this really simple formula without paid ads. But on top of that, obviously I said this is by millionaire mentors, right? And they are valuable, valuable people who are actually giving their time. When I say giving their time, they're actually there with you, present. You could be as new. You could be the new one. They will still spend their time with you because that is what they set out this community for, right? That's what I was able to access when I joined this community as well. So you'd be grandfathered every 2 weeks when Blackops goes live, and you have millionaire mentors teaching you how to do this business, right? You're going to get the trainings, but you get the ongoing mentorship. That's pretty incredible, right? And that's the level of mentorship that you really be so lucky to get. So not just about, as mentoring, it's not just teaching you marketing. It's not just teaching you strategies of how to do all this kind of stuff to lead to the sales. Because actually, if we know about success, know about business in general, it's probably 20% about strategies and 80% about your mindset, getting into that leadership role again. So it's not just strategies they help with, it's the inner world. And honestly, that's the stuff that really needs to get sorted out to actually get successful. And again, not just the 1K per day formula, for example, from that product that I mentioned, that's just one example of what they can guide with. They do cryptos, they do all kinds of other network marketing companies as well. You just have to follow a mentor's formula and you can earn the kind of results you want, including in your own business, just by taking the exact same strategies and putting it into your business. And of course, multiple income streams. That's how 7-figure earners earn 7 figures. They go for multiple income streams. So just that alone, you're going to get that kind of value. And you can see how many people could join on a call at the same time to receive the value that they're giving. There is a deadline for this though. I haven't got the deadline written here, but it's going to be, yes, I have. It's end of Friday. There's only 23 spots, and I'm not the only one from Blackops sharing this information, right? So spots go very, very fast. To actually get on live interactions with the millionaire mentors. If you want something like that, only by this Friday can you get into that. I'm going to go into how you get into it, but just letting you know right now. And this is also important. The kind of value we're giving is not going to stay at the price it is now for so long, because Black Ops has not been a company before, but soon it's going to be a company. And when it does become a company, it's going to cost a lot more to get in there. And that's a project they're working on. So I'm just making you aware of that as well. But like I said, it is about stepping into your leadership. And this is a community that will really help with that. And I would say that's $20,000 worth of value. Why? Simply, they're millionaire mentors. They could charge $1,000 an hour, quite on average. And if you get this much access to them, it's quite a big chunk of value if you make the most of it. So what I'm going to say is, if you're in this part of your journey, you're new to social media, or you've been in social media and you want to get that extra bit of help, you want to hit the next level in what you're doing or get out of that struggle that you're in, you're going to have to pay for it at some point. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm in the market. I've seen what's out there. I know the prices of what it costs to pay for this kind of level of access information, as well as people who will give that level of time. You're going to pay for this at some point. If you don't, and you're trying to do this all yourself, it is a very difficult journey. Okay, I'm not going to limit you in saying that you can't do it, but it's very difficult. It's much more better to just invest in yourself and get some help for someone who can help you solve the problems that they've figured out already. And I want to let you know, before I reveal how much it costs to get into all this, this is not about me, and I don't need your money. I honestly mean that. And please take away the factor of any kind of selling, any kind of, this is something for the money. It's definitely not, right? You are a friend that I reached out to, or you reached out to me, where I could add value to you, help you, offer you some new kind of value, and you're interested, and that's why you're here. So I just wish that you have access to this level of training, honestly, because as an industry, we do get a lot of bad rep. As an industry, there are a lot of failure rates out there, and it kind of puts people in the industry down, and it doesn't help people join the industry as well. I'm very passionate about this industry and how it helps people move from their normal, maybe 9-to-5 kind of life to their full-time entrepreneurial life, and that this is the vehicle that does that. But because the failure rates are so high, but again, because people don't have this level of knowledge and training, because they don't have the people around them who help them get to this level, the industry is going to stay where it is, right? And it's so nice to be on the journey together. I'd even be like, yeah, just join someone in Blackops, join the Millionaire Mentor directly, and you'll get this level of value. I want you to have this value. I can't tell you the number of people in Blackops who I've been friends with, and they've signed up at some point, I didn't realize, with someone, but I'm super happy for them, right? One of them recently, I met them in London myself. Didn't sign up with each other, but I'm super happy for them that they got this training, and now they're going to do a lot better. And that's what's going to happen for you if you have this level of training within you too. But however, if you do wish to come on the journey with me, you'll get all of the above that I've mentioned. Plus, I want to offer you more as well, because I want to give the best I can. And I know I can give quite a lot. So where are we at now? Just to tell you a little bit more about me as well. I've mentioned so much about investing into myself. I've mentioned I'm not where I was 12 months ago, right? I've been through a real growth journey. Recently, I've been asked to speak on stage to inspire and to help other people within one of my leadership academies, because I'm a certified coach there that's actually certified in leadership as well. And that's because of me. I chose to invest into myself, and I just embrace this so much. It helps me lead myself, because I can't lead others without leading myself. And here on the bottom right, you got me, the picture with John Pemberthy. He's another one of my real icons in the industry. I love the way he presents himself, presents his marketing, and that's the way I want to do things as well. I've been to many of his live courses and events. I've learned, for example, webinar courses as well, which is something I'm doing right now. And I've got this value because I've invested in myself. So basically what I'm saying is I can share this value with you too, including courses, including things, more strategies, right? But obviously, sticking to the coachable formula, you'll do absolutely fine, just that alone. So where are we at now? So for a fast action bonus, I call it, I'll give you my full leadership support, right? If you're joining Black Ops in general and you're signing up through me, I will offer you so much support, just like I do with many of my current students, where, like I said, it's about stepping into your leadership and understanding that, as well as the actual strategies. But more than that, people always know what to do, but they don't always do what they know, right? The theory is simple, but in practice, it's not. It's not easy. So fast action bonus, the people who really want it, if you want to be that person, you can really take action, because you can always have the formula, but if you don't take action on it, then you're not going to get your results. So I'm going to help you make sure you take action. I'm going to keep you accountable such that you actually do this. This is actually literally working very close side by side with you to ensure you complete these coachable actions and you can start popping these $1,000 commissions yourself. The beliefs, the fears, the personal power. Like, I can tell you everything what to do and you still might do it because something is holding you back. Limiting beliefs, fears about putting yourself out there, fears about what other people think, fears about whether you can do this. It's limiting you, right? You need someone who can help you get out of that, especially someone who's been there before, who can help you come out of that kind of zone. And stepping into your personal power, that's everything that I want to preach and teach about. So I'm always doing it myself and it's paying off so much because of that. Many people lack personal power. They just don't know how to bring it out. And I want to help you with that because that will help you implement what you need to actually get results. So, to work with me, we'll have a talk, we'll have a process where we can, see if there's a fit as well. That's very important for you as well, for me. And there's only 3 spots for this. So the first 3 people that take action on this, they were the ones, and there's a right fit. They're the ones who get to join. But there's a deadline that will be by the end of tomorrow. So because you join live, you have the opportunity to have this as well. So I'm just going to quickly go into what's the next steps, basically. So just to summarize in this offer, you got Black Ops training and the formula. Remember everything I said: content, prospecting, conversations, recruiting, audience, branding, all that stuff, $3,000, okay? Millionaire mentoring as the bonus, right? Because they're giving their time to you, as well as the training secrets that you're getting. And like I said, there's tons of people in Black Ops, but yeah, there's 25 spots left for people who want that. And the deadline for that is end of Friday. After that, the doors are shut because we start our training and the people who start at the same time, they all go together, right? So very important, end of Friday, we get that going. And obviously my leadership support on top of all of that, explain that accountability, action, beliefs, help you step into your personal power. This won't just help you in Black Ops, help you in every aspect of your life. So deadline of that, end of Monday, 5 spots left. So lots of value there. If you can imagine, what would that do for you? That is $30,000 worth of genuine value. And I want to show you right now what it is that you will pay because you're on the webinar right now. Because normally it would be at least $3,000 to actually be in Black Ops, right? To get even the millionaire mentorship training, that alone is $3,000. As a bonus, because you're here, you have the opportunity to get also mentorship with me or leadership support with me. You're also going to have that opportunity. But because you're on this webinar and you're here live, you will actually not be paying that. I think it is 1359. That is all you will pay to get everything there above $30,000 worth of value. That is what you're going to get. That's a very special offer. If you think about $30,000 worth of value to 1359, it's a massive cut, right? And I just want to let you know that, Black Ops is going to increase its price in future because it's huge value, but this is the price it is right now. And when I say leadership support, you're going to get this for an entire year, okay? So that's what you're going to get. And actually, if I really help you think about it, you're actually going to be getting a lot of this stuff as a bonus for free because you're going to be joining Black Ops by joining Exodus Elite G1000. So I didn't go into what the products were, but to gain access to Black Ops, you would get the product Exodus Elite. That's got the tools that will help you implement what we teach in Black Ops as well. But it's also your own tool and it helps you earn $1,000 commissions for every time you make a sale of Exodus Elite. So you can understand what this could do for you, right? If, not just on the marketing side and on the results side, but again, why did you get into this industry? Are you where you wanted to be? How long do you want to take to get to where you want to be, right? If you could earn $1,000 commissions per sale and you had all the help to make sure you could do that, where would you be? Where would your life be? What if you never had to worry? I didn't have to make up stuff. You can ask this for yourselves. What if you have to never worry or struggle about all those things, which you may have to because you're not earning the level of commissions, the level of earnings you want to be making already in this industry? What if you never had to worry with that? Such that you could hit the next level, right? The next level of what you want to do. What if you are earning that much? Now what could happen in your life? Not just we've removed the pain. What about that real big reason, that big dream reason you actually enter this industry? What will those $1,000 commissions do for you? Not just $1,000 commissions, those strategies that you can apply to your business if you already have one. What would that do for you? How would that help you? Honestly, with something like this, where you've got millionaire mentors, 7- and 8-figure earner mentors, actually guiding you and helping you every step of the way with personal support from someone like myself, the only risk, right, is not in the system, the model, the products, any of that stuff. The only risk is in yourself. And that is the case with every business. But this is honestly, I promise you, proven system. It works, it gets fast results, it gets very instant results if you be fully coachable and take massive action. But if you've got the support around you and you really want it, you're really strong about wanting it, this is where you can make it happen. So even if you are a risk and you feel that your way, we can help you with that, right? Because you're going to feel a risk everywhere otherwise. So you got to start having that factor that that's not the problem. And I just ask you, if you don't have this, then what, right? So only you know the answer to this, right? I've already told you, if you want to grow in this industry, if you want to increase your strategies, if you want to do something that's going to help you really get things working for yourself to get the kind of results that we're showing here, you are going to have to invest in yourself at some point, right? If it's not now, it's definitely going to be in future. But I'm a big fan of just solving the pain now before it arises to the surface, right? You can have that opportunity right now. Like I mentioned, put the offers back on the screen. I did actually want to say thank you guys so much for staying till the end. I can see a few of you are still here. Thank you very much. I want to give you a bonus for staying this far. If you go to my website, www.andybimji.com/mindsetvalue, this is kind of a taster of the kind of level of support you would get from me as well, right? Because there's a lot of content I put in there around mindset, but that's the kind of conversation and support that we'd have a lot on to make sure you can stay on it. You can do your work, you can do your action, right? And it'll help you track how well you're performing. Because it's a very vague thing. You can't track your mindset so well. So just going to do the summary of offers up there again. Blackops training, millionaire mentoring, and my leadership support. What to do next? You just have to message me on Facebook, get in touch right now if you're there as well. You can ask me any questions, whether it's to do the offer, whether it's to do online marketing in general, but that is the offer. Those are the deadlines. $30,000 worth of value, help you get those $1,000 instant commissions, as well as all the strategies that you can apply to any business that you are in. This is the industry. This is how it works. And you've seen all the value. I think I'm going to stop there. We've got a lot of content. You've understood more about what it is that I'm doing. So if you are interested in this, if you really want to make this happen, because it can happen for you, if you just join, you follow the coachable formula, you take massive action, it will happen for you. So you just have to get in touch with me by messenger and we'll take it from there. I'm just for now going to stop showing my screen. So I can see a few of you are still here, so I want to say thank you. Including Samuel. Samuel's still here as well. So thank you, Samuel, the whole time for joining as well. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, even though you know what it's all about. But if I could just ask you, Samuel, I'm going to help unmute you. Unmute. Are you able to?
There we go.
There you go. So yeah, Samuel's another member of Black Ops, really sporting the merchandise. I didn't even know he had that.
Oh, man,
But
come
that looks
on.
super cool.
I have the jacket too. I have like two of the jackets in my closet.
That's what happens when you go Black Ops. You don't go back. You don't go back. But yeah, no. Samuel's, he was obviously mentioned on the screen over there. You know, to just have $20,000 in your first month, like again, crazy number, right? But here he
I
is
mean,
sitting right
I'll
in
be
front
honest.
of us.
At the time, it was crazy, but now that I'm probably about to have a $20,000 week this week,
Wow.
it's not that crazy anymore. And that's kind of how success works, right? Like there's a quote that I live by, and it makes more sense the more successful you become. It states this: everything is impossible until you do it. Making $20,000 in a month might sound impossible until you've done it. Once you've done it, then making $20,000 in a week may sound impossible until you do it. And I'm pretty sure, like, maybe not this year, maybe not even next year, but I'm pretty sure 3 years down the line, I'll be having $20,000 days and then $20,000 hours, right? That's just kind of, it's almost like a game. It's really like a game. And it's really humbling too, because you just kind of stay on the path, right? You keep listening to your mentors. You never let the money get to your head, right? Like, for example, like if you make all this money and all that, like never talk down on people. Like don't look at people as number signs, right? Even if somebody, they're just starting, understand that you used to be there too. You used to be there too. So just step into their shoes for a little bit and have like some empathy and just say, you know what, look, I've been there before. This is what I did, and this is what I would have done better now that I have the experience I have. So it's been one heck of a journey, man. I'm super excited, feeling super blessed. It's been
Yeah,
really cool.
absolutely. And you are so humble about it as well. That's really important. And I guess it helps that you've had mentors to help you teach that lesson as well as all other kinds of lessons. If I was to ask you, what's one of your biggest, like, obviously you got great results and stuff. So one of your best experiences, right? What's the best experience why you love being in Black Ops?
Man, I have a lot of them. At this point, I have so many of them, but some of the ones that really struck a big chord with me was when our mentor, he made $3,000 in front of me,
Right.
as in he actually called these people in front of me
Yeah.
and collected $3,000. So that right there kind of just like that showed me that if this man can make $3,000 to $10,000 per day, why couldn't I make $20,000 in a week? Right? Why couldn't I also be up to that level? Because I'm literally learning so much from him. The second biggest experience I had was surrendering.
Hmm.
Um, and this was, I literally had to break down and cry to surrender.
Yeah.
Because when you surrender, all it really means is, you literally, it's letting go. You let go of all your limiting beliefs. You let go of all the BS that your family and your friends and all the broke people around you have raised you with. And you just say, you know what? No, that's not what I want. That's not the information I want in my mind.
Hmm.
I want abundance. I want riches. And for that, I need to take in new information from people that have a lot more money than I have. So that way, my brain can reprogram itself. And that's what happened when I just surrendered my pride, surrendered my ego. And I literally just told my mentor, dude, here's the money. Let's go.
Absolutely.
And to this day, I still don't question this training because it works. It works,
Yeah.
right? So that's probably those two experiences I'll never forget. There's a third one, but
Go.
it's very emotional. The third one is extremely emotional. Like I freaking broke down.
That's what this
This
industry
was
is about, though. That's the real
yeah,
story. That what
it's
creates industry
growing.
is.
You're growing. That's what it is. Like our mentor, like he literally calls us, and as a mentor, guys, like when you start developing, when you have a lot of students, right, you want to look at the ones that are coachable and you want to call them. You want to see what's happening in their lives. If in the event, like for example, I was messing up at some point, this was like a month ago. No, actually, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I made a big mess up. My mentor literally got me on the phone, talked with me for an hour and 30 minutes, reaming my butt. Like I'm talking, he got that little fire thing that they do to the cows, right? Like that's exactly what he was doing to me. And man, I broke down completely, and like, but that was a surrendering moment for me. Because
Yeah.
imagine after he did that, and I grew as a person.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to have a $20,000 week.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that if not this month, then by next month, I have a chance to have a $40,000 month. And then that way I can put that money away. Like now I can think for the future, because now I have the funds to start thinking about the future. And now I can, I'm doing, so far I'm saving up for an emergency fund, for 2 to 3 years for my whole family. And then after that, I want to invest into things. And I wouldn't be able to think like this if not for the mentorship, if not for all the success that I'm getting from it. Exactly. Right? Because working at a bread factory, man, all I was thinking about was, will I have enough money to pay rent this month? So it's just this has been a whole journey. It's a process, but it's worth it. Yeah. It's been pretty cool, man. It's been pretty cool.
What was the date you actually got started on this journey? Because I think that's really important to remember, like how well.
Good question. Let's check.
It was like March or April?
I have to check.
2018?
It might have been April.
Yeah.
It might have been April. I have to check, to be honest, man. I'm really bad at keeping track of time.
6 months down the line now, 6 months or whatever, and look at where you are.
It's around 6 months right now.
Yeah.
I'm just a beginner. How crazy is that? I'm still a beginner, so it's pretty cool.
Beginner of that. But guys, this is the power of actual millionaire mentorship. Like, I don't think many people really understand what this term means. Like, to actually have a millionaire mentor, like you are paying less, literally just $1,000 pretty much. Not even that, because you're actually getting a product that's worth $1,000 in price anyway, and this is a bonus. But for $1,000, can I just tell you, I've been around this industry to know how much these things cost, right? People charge $1,000 an hour, right? People charge $3,000 an hour. People charge $5,000 for a year, and they get minimal exposure to the actual mentor who actually leads the program or the course. But this is a real person who's serial entrepreneur, really earned the big bucks, but he's sharing it. This is what I mean by leadership. When I said at the beginning, he's sharing it. How do you think he grows such a big community, right? Simply, he shares the value, and other people get results because of what he shares as value. And that is the role you want to take, right? I remember when Darren was first showing us how to do this model, I was like, yeah, easy for you to say, Darren, you're already so earning and popular. Of course you can. But that's a limiting mindset that we have. We think we can never get somewhere like that. But when you have mentors who bring that belief out of you, you then start to raise your standards. You then start to realize, oh, I can have $1,000 days. Oh, I can have $20,000 weeks, right? This is just your choice. What is your choice? How much do you want? You can actually get that if you follow and learn from someone who's already achieved that. So honestly, guys, I love talking about this stuff. I could talk absolutely forever, on and on, and I wouldn't mind as well. If you were joining with me, we're happy to have these conversations, and we'll get you so riled up and pumped up, because that's what this community has done for me, especially as well. So I see there's a few comments in here as well. I'm going to save these. Great comments here, everyone. Very good. So good stuff. Everyone's enjoyed. I can see that. I wouldn't want to keep you guys too long. I think it's been about 2 hours now. So thank you so much for staying the whole way. You've got a lot of great value, I hope. And like I said, I put the screenshot earlier before. I'll send that final slide out for the people actually here. That is the offers. Those are the deadlines. End of Monday to make sure you get that extra level of leadership support from myself, but at least to be in the millionaire mentoring community, to be in by Friday, because I'm not the only one who's going to be doing this kind of presentation for that kind of number of signups to come in by then. Think about what this can do for you. Next steps is to get into a chat with myself. You can ask more questions if you want, and we'll take it from there. So it's Sunday night here in London. I know if you're also in London, you got Monday tomorrow. Come on, guys. We want a full freedom lifestyle where you're actually choosing what you're doing every time of your life. And to get to that point, this can really, really help you. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much to my guests and everyone from all over who's come to watch, people on the replay as well. I know you're watching this right now too. Same applies to you. Get in touch with me and we'll take it from there. So enjoy the rest of your Sundays, guys, and your Mondays, hopefully. And we'll get into chat soon. So cheers. Bye.